Hello ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here, back with more Let's Play Skies of Arcadia. And I loaded the game, and this guy was here, Mystery Merchant. I have items that you may never see anywhere else. Come, take a look. So we can look and see what he's got. He's got a Thermo Ring, which increases resistance to red and purple attacks. Slayer Ring, which, look at that! Oh my, that's a fantastic ring. Raises defense, hit, will, and quick. Its background is unknown. And then we have boxes, which are like crystals, but they can be used multiple times. So I really want to buy one of those rings and give it to Vice. I kind of want to buy more. Unfortunately, I can't really sell enough to make 600 gold. So I'm just, I mean, I could sell the pirate cutlass and that would help out a little bit, but it's not worth it. But we got one, so that's, you know, that'll boost Vice a fair bit. Alright, so now we need to finish up Sailor's Island, and I kinda wonder if he'll still be there when I reopen the door, or if he's gone. Oh, no, he's still there. I don't remember seeing him, like, beforehand. I figured, okay, that's, you know... But I loaded the game just now, I'm like, huh, that's weird. I don't remember seeing you. Anyway, so we come here, and back to the ship parts merchant, and obviously he's still out of stuff. But why don't you stay and talk for a while? I don't have anything better to do, and I might have some information. Okay, let's listen to the information. So what do you got? I'm glad you asked. Something I heard from a sailor on his way back to Valua. Ship parts, the merchant in Valua started selling a cannon they call the Harpoon Cannon. Giant spear-like weapon that they mount on the front of your ship, and it's connected by a rope or something. Okay. You can just reel the spear-like in and shoot it again. Saves on ammo. A Harpoon Cannon. So there's a harpoon cannon being developed in Valua. So let's go talk to the captain and see if this information can change his mind about taking us to Valua. And Drachma obviously in here at the bar. Let's see what we can pry out of the old bastard. Hey, Drachma. We got some info. You don't sail with... Oh, really? You're just gonna... well, I mean, you're still technically a captain. You are a captain of a ship. Just because we're not on your ship doesn't mean you're not still a captain. I mean, doesn't it? I don't know. So, yeah, we've heard a cannon. Might be able to take on that, you know, giant whale of yours. Alright, so another swashbuckler event, you can come right out and say it, or you can beat around the bush. The correct answer is beat around the bush. Even though you figure a man like this coming out and saying it would just be, you know, the best answer, but apparently not. But you're not sailing with us, so you're not interested, so we're just gonna go and see if anyone else can help us. And then we might get the cannon there and then kill your whale, because we're just gonna be bastards. And you're trying to bargain? Well, no. I'm technically extorting. Under the guise of a win-win. And that's Polly, the barkeep. She'll actually play a role later. But for now, she's gonna jump in on our side and convince Drachma that we're not lying about the cannon. Because, I mean, we're not. The ship merchant told us about it, so, you know. Have I ever lied to you? Probably. We don't know you. And she can tell that we're not lying. I can spot cheats and liars, and these children are neither. Because our eyes tell us. For such a loner, he seems to be fairly well known in the bar by the barkeep. And we gotta work the entire way, and we get to do our little High five celebration. I don't understand. Like, how could anyone take these two seriously if they're doing that in the middle of a bar? Now when you're done with your adventure, come back and tell us. We need some stories. Okay. They're not known for their hospitality. They usually shoot first and ask questions later. Actually, they probably shoot first and never ask questions. And we'll need an entry passport, you say? Okay, let's go look for one. Alright, to look for a passport, and Drachma has joined the party. Again. We leave the bar, and we're gonna go over to the Sailors Guild, because you'd figure, you know, a guild of sailors, that would be where you would get a passport, correct? So, we're gonna talk to the guy, and be like, hey, give us a passport. Is this the Sailors Guild? No, it's not. We've already been in here selling information, Vice. Come on. I need to get a Valuan passport, like, yesterday. Can you do it? After the initial application, there's an intensive background check. How can this world have background checks when it seems like communication is just complete crap? Like, really? Oh, we're gonna do a background check on a boy who claims to be from Sailor's Island. But he's not. He rode in on a ship with a crusty old pirate with a fake arm. And so Billy's not going to give us a passport because it would be forged and he doesn't want to die. I can kind of understand that. But the old guy who was in here earlier, looking for a passport? Yeah. I don't need this one. You can use it. I don't know how passports are interchangeable between people like this. Like, normally passports have pictures of, you know, who's supposed to be allowed in. He's a merchant from the kingdom of Nasser. I've heard rumors of the black pirate Baltor. Okay. So, basically this merchant wants us to protect him. It's like, we will be your escort, and when we safely deliver you back to Nasser, you will give us the passport. Alright. I suppose we have no other choice. Yeah, we've basically got to play bodyguard to get to Valua. But at least we get to go to Nasser first, so... Alright, so that's pretty much it. We get to leave now. Give me 1 second just to double check and make sure everything is squared away here in Sailor's Island. Alright, so it looks like everything's good, so we're gonna head out. I'll discuss this as we are flying about the items. I could have upgraded Drachma's weapon. The weapon at the shop is +8. I was a little low on money because I bought Vice that ring, so yeah, that's a small problem. So I didn't get to upgrade that, but Drachma's also level 12, so not really that big of a deal. See that stone reef straight ahead? Nasir is the desert land just beyond that reef. Normal ships cannot pass through the reef, therefore you must fly alongside of it and go straight for a while. Eventually you'll see the southern Danel Strait, a valley-like area between two islands. Let's fly alongside the reef and head due east, huh? Alright. So that's basically it. I also have not used any moonberries on Drachma. I think I've got one that I should use, because he does not have any super moves. But, yeah. Alright, so... And this should be it. We should be coming across the scripted scheme. Yes. Black Pirate Baltor ship, the Blackbeard. So you're a black pirate and you named it the Blackbeard after there's a pirate named Blackbeard, except probably not in this world. So Nasser merchant ship. Strange ship following it very closely. I don't recognize its markings. It's because it's an independent ship. So you have nothing to fear from the ship battle. Oh, you're... Sent them plummeting to their deaths. Okay, yeah, no, not gonna happen. How? I wonder how the ship stays afloat once it's been destroyed. I see a black skull, and yep, they're Blackfires. We're vastly outnumbered, so don't let them board us. We'll fight from a distance, using the cannons. So this is going to be our first ship battle, and I'm going to have so much fun with that. Because ship battles are fun. We'll get a little brief tutorial, but ship battles are really interesting. Cannons along the sides. Feel the power of my ship. No. Tremble and no. There's not going to be any trembling. At the top of the screen is a 3x3 grid. This is your input command screen. Think of it as a time gauge of sorts. Each turn is divided into 3 parts. For each part of each turn, you, Aka, or I can input 1 command. Alright, so just like other fights, we have the same wheel. We can retreat, except this one we can't because it's scripted. We can use items, we can guard, we can attack, we can use magic, or we can focus. So the little jack, we can cast basically, you know, whatever spells we'd be able to cast on ourselves. So for like Vice, we could attack. Vice he can cast Sacred, but we don't have any offensive spells that we can cast because we don't have that item yet. Or we can focus. And as you can see, the spirit we've got main cannons, standard cannons, each one of them takes up spirit. So you can't just spam normal attacks like you would in a normal battle. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to have Vice focus, we're going to have Aka... Ah, crap, I don't have the spell that I want yet. So this is going to kind of suck a little bit. We are just going to spend all turns focusing because we are going to build up a massive amount of spirit so that we can just lay into them on the next turn. Because I forgot, I didn't have a spell yet. The next fire spell is Incrum, which increases attack and defense by, I think, 20 or 25%. So that would have been really helpful to have here because we could cast that on ourselves on the ship. Because it's not technically an offensive spell that you would shoot at someone else. So, yeah, that's a downside. I really need to level up spells. Black Cannon, and accuracy is a big deal here. But we've got a ton of spirit now, so we're going to just lay into these guys the next turn we get. Every once in a while, you will see a column with a C at the top of the grid. During that, you'll have a tactical advantage over your opponent. Concentrate all of your firepower on that round. Also, turns have different colors shown at the top. These are the turns in which your enemy is to unleash a powerful attack. So, yellow is slightly more critical. Red is fairly dangerous. So we're going to use the standard cannon. Actually, we're going to use Vice. We'll use that, and then that. And then we'll have Drachma Guard. And we'll get 2 really good attacks right off the bat. And the advantage is we can cast Sacri as well as use items. So that does give us a slight advantage because I think this ship can only use items to restore. I don't think they have the ability to use magic. Which we might have to do next turn because we're taking a little bit of a beating. But I mean, so are they. So we're trading, you know, hit for hit. And evasive action, which, just like guard, will reduce the damage we take by a fair bit. It's still hurt, but we're doing all right. He's good. Try hard to starboard, and let's maneuver behind him. Something's not right. It looks like he's preparing for something. Okay, so this is one of the things about the battle. We can kind of change the outcome for certain ones. You'll see on the next section of the grid, some of it'll flip between one of two. And as you see there, those are the two options. So one of them will give us the chance for 3 criticals. One of them will give us a bad situation. We're going to try to get behind him. We really don't want to wait and see on an enemy who's probably going to outclass us. So now we have a shot for 3 critical hits. And we're going to take it. I really should heal. So I'm going to have Aka heal. And cast Sacre. And then we'll main cannon. I really wanted to get all 3 of them out, but I took a fair bit of damage the last round, so that's kind of eh. But as you can see, we're gonna do a fair bit of damage. That was a bit much. So, and he's assessing damage. That's basically saying we have no idea what we're doing, so we're just gonna take a turn to do nothing. And we're healed, so now we don't need to worry. We will come out of this fight on top. There's just really no other way to... Preparing attack, that's their version of focus, so you can tell by all the little animations. Main cannon, and okay, that's game. I was expecting a little more, but apparently not. And XP, we got 137 and no magic XP, you know, obviously, but level ups for everyone. We get a captain's stripe and a bomb. And the captain's stripe is a fun little ship item. I'm sure we'll get a little description on what that does after we watch the Blackbeard, you know, sail off in flames. You will rue the day you... no, we beat you once, we'll beat you again. Yeah! We did it. And a high five again. Really? You guys did it. And thank you, Drachma. Thank you. Never take your hands off the wheel until I come to a complete stop. That was actually good. I found that really funny. Alright. I thought we got a little description about the captain's stripes. So, apparently not. Not a big deal. Oh, there we go. You should have received something called a captain's stripe. You will receive one for every major battle that you win. It's sort of like a trophy. If you use a captain's stripe, it will make your ship stronger. So we can... It's a one-time use item that we can, you know, basically hold on to indefinitely. But we are actually going to save it here and in this episode, because, you know, there's really going to be a lot of talking once we get back to Nasser. So, yeah. Actually, before I do that, we're gonna use the Moonberry on Drachma, because I know I've got one, and we're gonna learn his S move of Tackle, just in case we get into any random encounters between here and Nasser, which is always a possibility. So yeah, I'll save it here, and I will see you guys in the next installment. So till then, later everyone.